Well, right now it is time for our debate this series. Each day we're going to take on a different issue that matters all the way up to Election Day. Foreign policy was the focus of last night's final debate. Here's one testy exchange.
Whether it's Afghanistan, whether it's Iraq, whether it's now Iran, you've been all over the map.
Attacking me is not an agenda. Attacking me is not talking about how we're going to deal with the challenges that exist.
Now it is our turn with Debate This Foreign Policy Edition. Christian Whitman is a former State Department senior advisor for President Bush, and Bernard Whitman is author of 52 Reasons to Vote for Obama. He's also the CEO of Whitman Insight Strategies. And Christian, I want to go to you first on this one. Was Mr. Romney's defense against the president correct? Did he take the right tack last night in strategy?
I think so, Cheryl. You know, I was a little concerned up front when Libya came up. I think Romney, frankly, gave Obama a pass on what has been essentially a cover-up, an instance of the U.S. government lying to the American people about what really happened in Libya. But what Romney was doing really was letting Obama take the first punch, which he did, really, in his first response. Obama very aggressive and, frankly, unpresidential, very bitter throughout the entire debate, and Romney making some good counterpunches, but doing it very delicately. You know, really hitting the president hard on what Romney called his apology tour, his betrayal of allies like Poland and the Czech Republic, but overall keeping it relatively clean, keeping it relatively focused on the future and looking presidential.
Okay, fine. Okay, looking presidential. But Bernard, I mean, at the same time, I mean, that is a fair question here, is the issue of Libya. Many believe that Governor Romney missed a key opportunity last night to go after the president on the issue of Libya. I mean, did he miss an opportunity in your opinion?
Well, I think the fact that he failed to bring it up last night, he really failed to articulate it properly in the first debate. He failed to then, in the intervening period between the two debates, really raise the issue, shows that he cannot figure out how to politically exploit the tragedy of a murder of a U.S. ambassador, and the American people are tired of that sort of politics. So if Romney actually had an opportunity to draw that distinction and he thought it could curry him favor, he would have. Clearly he doesn't, and the reason is that this president has been an extraordinary commander-in-chief, and the real difference in the debate last night was Obama looked sincere, he looked presidential, he looked authentic, he looked resolute.
Okay,
and Mitt Romney,
so both of you are saying that your guy looked presidential, and fair enough, I would expect that. But at the same time, Bernard, I'm sorry, but this president is dealing with an economy that has not come back in 4 years. And Governor Romney last night did make the point within the foreign policy debate that President Obama has not protected the U.S. economy. Therefore, that makes us weak against our enemies overseas. The fact
that Mitt Romney is quoting Ahmadinejad is laughable. Mitt Romney looked like a deer in headlights. He looked like he was getting his talking points delivered through his earpiece from someone reading the Obama debate strategy. Why? Because he agreed with the president of Afghanistan. He agreed with him on Iraq. He agreed with him on Syria. He agreed with him on drones. He really had very little to offer. And frankly, the president schooled him consistently.
Oh, so wait. So, Christian, do you think that the president schooled Mitt Romney on the issue of the economy? Is that fair?
No, I don't think so. I thought it was actually quite masterful that Romney brought it back to what most people care about. But going back to this issue that, you know, it's so funny, the Democrat talking points, the mainstream media talking points is that these two men agree on everything but Romney is completely wrong. You know, Romney came out and articulated a vastly different approach to Syria. Obama's policy is do nothing and rely on the UN. Romney's policy is, hey, maybe we want to have some influence over the people who are going to inherit Assad's chemical weapons, so let's provide arms to the more secularist. You know, Romney also talked about the future of the Middle East, about confronting Islamists. He talked about Iran. And instead, you know, Obama flat out lied about Iran, saying he's been working on sanctions from the beginning. Obama's inaugural address had a love note for the Iranian regime in it.
All right, well, we're going to have to continue this one. Of course, we've got many more debates coming up. Christian Whitman, Bernard Whitman, thanks to both of you, gentlemen, for your support of your candidates.